Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I'm riding this. This is the 2021 Royal Enfield Himalayan and there are a lot of cosmetic changes on this motorcycle. First and foremost, this visor is new. It gets sort of a tint as well. You can see the shape has been altered because it has to accommodate this gauge, which is for the tripper navigation. From the side also things have changed. This has become shorter, so tall riders no longer hit it. I'm not sure if I do or not. This is made of plastic. Himalayan is also upgraded here. I mean the logo. And new color scheme. Now this matches with the seat, which is also changed in terms of color, and this is also new. It's very different from what it was earlier. It says max 7 kgs or so. Rest of the motorcycle remains more or less the same as before, but this motorcycle has a very sexy feature. You cannot get speed fines on this bike. I'll tell you why later. Okay, that is the light and everything remains the same. Very purposeful motorcycle. You can say the Royal Enfield Himalayan is become a little bit more practical and comfortable with this update. So here is the tripper navigation, which is telling you the time at the moment, but it connects with your phone using Bluetooth and with Google Maps showing stuff here, navigation data right there, which is kind of cool. The regular instrument cluster, which is very quirky, and yeah, the rest of the bits look really very nice. Now I'll tell you why you cannot get a speed fine on this bike, because please spot the freaking number plate. You cannot. It is actually hidden right there. Yeah, so a speed camera cannot read that. Okay, that's not the right way to do it. Probably you should put it right here as a sticker. Anyways, let's turn on this motorcycle right away so you guys can hear it a bit. And there it rose to life. The red line still 7,500 RPM. Okay, let's start riding right away. Alright, you see Royal Enfield logo comes as a helmet built with Google and a version of this thing. You were saying anything?
7 colors.
7 colors, alright. No matter, there might be 100, but my personal favorite color is this one, the racing blue on the R15. Here we go. Red lines comes in slightly under 8,000 RPM. Brakes are very spongy and soggy somehow. I mean, they get the job done. You apply too much of brakes, especially the rear ones, kind of feel soggy. Anyways, not much has changed. The same 411cc single cylinder oil cooled engine known as the LS411, and it is actually having a decent amount of grunt. In fact, इसको बड़ी जल्दी हो रही है फ़ोन पे बात करके हुए, कोई नहीं. So yeah, it produces 24 horsepower and 32 newton meters, which is the same as before. Not much has changed. I like the upright seating, the upright handlebar. Wind blast थोड़ा बहुत कम हुआ है because of this, which does not move too much like the one which did earlier. But मेरी height के लिए तो wind blast कोई address ही नहीं कर पाता unless and until it's a covered motorcycle. Jokes aside, handling is actually quite nice. Yeah, it feels agile through the corners. Not agile, I would say it feels stable around the corners. It's not an agile bike because it's very heavy indeed, and the weight is almost always been the case with Royal Enfield bikes, but here that is needed. We know what they've done. They made this sturdier, but they've made this lighter. The handlebar has been made lighter, so it's much easier to maneuver this bike. So it's become more agile than before, if you can call it the old motorcycle agile as such. But they've also tuned the engine, which doesn't feel as tractable in the lower end of the rev range. The reason they have done it is simple. Most people wanted it to have a good cruising range, cruising speed and RPM and all. In that way, they have actually made the mid-range and the top end better in this motorcycle. So it feels really nice and punchy in the mid-range of the rev range. And the sound, it's smooth, it's refined, but has sort of the thump or the grunt and stuff like that. People stop in the middle of the road, never mind, here we go. Stupid I am. Anyways, clutch is on the heavier side. The gearbox could be slightly more smooth shifting, but rest of the things quite impressive. I think Royal Enfield has been working on the Himalayan time and again. I remember having ridden the BS6 model last year, and that was also very smooth and refined. So no mechanical change, so to speak, about its rides. Very similar to the older motorcycle, of course. Nothing really new here for me to talk about. Only thing is that the pricing is continuously increasing. So it starts at 2.58 lakhs, goes all the way to 2.66 lakhs, and like Dhanil was saying, there are 7 colors, but I think there are 3 variants on offer specifically. And this guy is coming from wherever he freaking wishes to. Oh my god, that's a lovely looking BMW. It's a 530D M Sport. Really love those alloy wheels. Faisal, don't digress. I have nothing to talk about this in this video. What do I do? Just stop the bike and rev the motor and then just launch it. Fine, we shall do that. Here we go. Yeah, so ride quality is very nice indeed. In fact, ride is so good that speed breaker no problem, you just stand and you go. Yeah, it's an amazing motorcycle to ride on bad roads. It's even better off the road. That's how splendid this bike is, thanks to the long travel suspension, amazingly set up suspension, and you know, it's only at triple digit speeds on bad roads or either on bumps of the road that you realize that soft suspension is not the best idea. But then this is not about riding at triple digit speed. You can cruise at triple digit speeds. The engine is in its element. Its only thing is that when you try to push it into the higher end of the rev range, especially beyond 4,500 RPM, that's the place where it actually struggles. It doesn't feel comfortable near the red line, and then it makes itself very audible as well. So kind of becomes coarse there, even though they have actually tried to improve the top end of this motorcycle. I think the whole focus has always been on the mid range. Now I love the seat height on this bike because it's super duper comfortable for me. Somehow I'm getting these chimes in my ears that the GoPro is shutting off. पता नहीं आज क्या हो गया मुझे, ये वहम क्यों चल रहा है, कहाँ से आवाज़ आ रही पता नहीं. So it's a little bit of an effort to maneuver this bike in the city and U-turns and all that stuff. You'll get used to it. Obviously it's not as heavy as I'm perceiving it to be at the moment, but I like the fact that speed breakers or anything, I can just stand and glide, and then you can also quickly go through however you wish to. And here we are into third gear. Bike crosses the turn in third gear itself, which is nice. It's a long stroke motor, of course, and you can feel around the expansion joints the softness of the suspension, making me move about quite a bit. So as I see it, and as I've always seen it, I think the Himalayan is a fantastic motorcycle and still one of the best options if you're looking to go off the road very frequently, or if you're planning to go cruising as well, because they've really refined this motorcycle. And kudos to Royal Enfield for offering us something like the Himalayan. Again, sort of a niche segment. Fuel efficiency, well, this has a 14.5 liter tank if my memory serves me right. If it serves me wrong, guys, just Google it and put it in the comment section below. And it should return a fuel efficiency somewhere between 30 to 37.2345 kilometers per liter, which is respectable, to be honest, for a bike of this weight and size, and one which has 21-inch wheels at the front. And in spite of the massive front wheel, it still is actually decently agile and fun. So you know what, it's a good bike, period. There are no two ways about it. For the purpose it serves, it does a fantabulous job. Only thing is, I crave for more power for sure. 24 horsepower, not my kind of thing. But then I was riding an R15 with just 18, but then that's a different kind of motorcycle. The handling makes up for it. The off-road ability of this bike makes up for all its lack of performance. I wouldn't say lack of performance, it's just not over the top performance as such, and that's what KTM offers with the 390 Adventure. Just too much grunt, but the 390 Adventure isn't as off-road centric as this particular motorcycle. अरे false neutral डाल के तुमने मेरी इज्जत और नाक कटा दी आज बेटा. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you liked it, make sure to give the thumbs up. That's a like button. Also subscribe to the channel. तेरा vlog खत्म हो गया तो I'll take the liberty of opening my visor and you can feel the wind in the mic actually. But hey, that's another thing for another day. बाय बर्डी. लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब सबको बता दिया, इसको भी बता देता हूँ. हाँ, ज़रा लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब कर लो तुम लोग. अगर वो लोग नहीं करेंगे तो तुम लोग तो कर ही लो. बाय बाय. उड़ाओगे इंजन आज.